So answering you again, CJ, you said go read Leviticus 23, verse 32. Sabbath starts Friday evening till Saturday evening. Don't worship sun god on Sunday. I don't worship sun god on Sunday. Sunday is the seventh. Sunday is the first day of the week. Sabbath, I don't worship on Sunday. I worship dawn Saturday to dawn Sunday, which is Jehovah's holy Sabbath day. I don't worship on Sun God Day. I'm not a Christian. I don't participate in that. I never said that. I asked you specifically, do you worship on dawn Saturday to dawn Sunday? And you told me you don't. I sent you a video answering your question. So let's read Leviticus 23 verse 32. Okay, so this is 23. I'm not going to start way down here. I'm going to start up here. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, and the first day of the month, shall you have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of the trumpets, and a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Also on the 10th day of the 7th month there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and you shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And you shall do no work in that day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God. For whatever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall cut off from among the people. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work on that same day, the same soul I will destroy from among the people. You shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in your dwellings. And it shall be unto a Sabbath of rest, as you shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even, from evening unto evening, shall you celebrate your Sabbath. So again, going up to verse 24 or 23, and the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, and the first day of the month shall you have a Sabbath. So my question for you is, why are you basing every Sabbath day on a Day of Atonement that is once a year? That is the first day of the month, in the 7th month, and the first day of the month. How come you're basing all of your Sabbath days, every day of the week, on a Day of Atonement once a year? Why are you basing it on one day out of the year? That's interesting. So, we're in Mark 1. Okay, so Yeshua said unto them, Come ye after me, and I will make you become fishermen of men. And straightway they forsook their nets and followed him. And when he had gone a little further thence, he said to James, the son of Zebedee, and John, and his brother John, and John his brother, who also were in the ship mending their nets. And straightway he called them, and they left their father Zebedee in the ship with the hired servants, and went after him. And they went into Capernaum, and straightway on the Sabbath day he entered into the synagogues and taught. And they were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one had authority, and not as the scribes. And there was in their synagogue a man with an unclean spirit, and he cried out. So I'm not quite sure what this is indicating, because it doesn't say the Sabbath started in the evening. It says he went in during the day into the synagogue and taught. So I'm not quite sure what you're getting at here to justify that Sabbath starts Friday evening to Saturday evening. Um, but Simon's wife mother lay sick with a fever, and anon they tell him of her. And he came and took her by the hands and lifted her up, and immediately the fever left her, and she ministered unto them. And at even when the sun did set, they brought unto him all that were diseased, and them that were possessed with devils. And all the city was gathered together at the door, and he healed many that were sick of diverse diseases, and cast out many devils, and suffered not the devils to speak, because they knew him. And in the morning, rising up a great while before day, it says before day, he went out and departed into the solitary place, and there prayed. So again, this doesn't say anything about the Sabbath being starting at Friday evening to Saturday evening. So I don't know where you get that from this. Maybe you can explain that a little bit, because Yeshua was known to heal on the Sabbath, right? And um he it says down here he went in with them on the Sabbath day into the synagogue. And this was still the same day. And then down here evening came. So it's just explaining how the day was. So my question is for you again, why are you basing your Sabbath on a Sabbath that is a Sabbath of atonement that's supposed to be once a year? Why are you basing all of your Sabbaths on something that you're supposed to do once a year? And doesn't scripture say in Exodus 17, the Lord said, tomorrow is the Sabbath. And again in Genesis, doesn't he work during the day? Then evening came with that transition of time between, when the sun's setting into the night, and the morning, which is the dawning of a day. For isn't that God's 24 hours? The day ends at dawn, then a day starts at dawn. Works during the day. His day is light. He called day light, or light day, right? He called light day in Genesis. Worked during the day, then evening came, and then morning for the second day, all the way to the sixth day. And then he saw his work was good, right? And then evening came, and then morning came for the sixth day. Doesn't that mean chapter break, the seventh day would start at dawn, dawning of a day, and he would rest for the seventh day. So if the Lord said tomorrow and didn't say this evening, then why are you basing all of your weekly Sabbaths on one day a year? Okay, so let's go back to Leviticus chapter 23. So Leviticus, going back to Leviticus 23, and the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which you shall proclaim in your seasons. And the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. So these are the feasts. These are the feast days. It didn't just say that. On the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. And the first day you shall have an holy convocation, and you shall do no servile work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. 7 days, and the seventh day is a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. And the Lord spake to Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you be come into the land which give you unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then you shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priests. So again, why are you basing your weekly Sabbath on feast days and in the seventh month and the first day of the month shall you have Sabbath? When these are once a year. These are once a year. So again in Exodus chapter 16. Okay, so and they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating. Isn't this talking about the manna? And when the sun waxed hot, it melted. And it came to pass that on the sixth day they gathered twice as much bread. Wouldn't they gather on the sixth day twice as much bread because the seventh day is the rest day of Jehovah? 2 omers for one man, and all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses, and he said unto them, This is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake today, and see that you will cease, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. So again, why are you basing your weekly Sabbath days on feast days that are once a year? Why are you doing that? I don't understand why you're doing that. Can you explain that to me? And doesn't it say in Exodus 20 and Deuteronomy chapter 5, for he worked 6 days and on the seventh day he rested. So if Jehovah called light day in Genesis, and he says that the seventh day is the rest day, how come you're starting it in evening? If Jehovah, where does it say in Exodus 20 and Deuteronomy chapter 5 that Jehovah says that, and you'll keep the weekly Sabbath day starting evening the sixth day? through evening the seventh day. Did he not call darkness night and light day? So if 6 days he worked and he called light day and he started in the morning and he worked during the day, then the transition of time evening, which is means setting of the sun into night, and then morning came, dawning of a day for all of his days, then why are you basing it off of a feast day that's once a year?